Yeah, what other people was good. It's the common sense president in the building. Yeah. Today I'll be talking about Allen Onyema, which is the Airpeace boss, the Airpeace airline. This was the man who commanded his staff. You know, he owned Airpeace airline in Nigeria, and he asked his company. He used this company uh, to help the Nigerians that were attacked in the xenophobic attacks in South Africa to return home, and which the government actually do a lot in alleviating their worries and pressures and their harsh conditions. So the point is, this man was charged for fraud and money laundering in the last few days. Today is 26th of November 2019. Allen Onyema was charged with money laundering by the United States government and Canada government, I think, as well. But the United States, that was the one I'm sure of. So APC is seeing this man as a political opponent, and they are doing everything in their power to crush him. A lot of people on Twitter, on internet, even physically, people I meet talking politics, people are like, if he has done something wrong, then he should face it. If he should do this, he should do that. We all know APC for witch hunting people. They witch hunted Bukola Saraki while he was the Senate President of Nigeria. They charged him with all sort of corruption charges. He was tried in almost every kind of court in Nigeria. He was discharged and acquitted and declared innocent. Even Buhari has never been declared. Even if Buhari passed through that kind of trial, he can never be declared innocent. That is the so-called Nigerians. That's the Nigerian so-called Mr. Integrity. But the man whom they see to be corrupt, that man was discharged and acquitted by the court. And this was the court that the federal government have influence over, and they can tell them to to convict him, or to to claim that he is at fault or is guilty of all the charges. But he was found not guilty of any of the charges. I'm sure if Buhari is put to that kind of test, he can never come out clean. I'm sure. Even under his own government. He can never. But that's not the point. The point I'm trying to make about this Allen Onyema thing is that this man is being seen as a political threat to APC, Buhari, and Tinubu as well. So they are trying to witch hunt him and bring him down. When in this South Africa, while the xenophobic attack was going on in South Africa, a lot of Nigerian public figures were ranting on the internet. It actually took them about 24 hours before the Nigerian celebrities and public figures started ranting on the internet and started condemning a lot of all these things. So when they started complaining about those things, when the public figures and celebrities, all these musicians and actresses and a lot of other politicians as well, started complaining about what is happening in South Africa, the Nigerian government didn't respond until the second day. That means the government is not really that responsive or are not rapidly responding to the cries of the people. That's number one. It took Buhari 72 hours before Oshibanjo could make a public statement about that incident or those incidents. That's number one. It took Buhari 4 days. 96 hours. Was that 96 hours? If my calculation is right. Before he could issue a public statement about the xenophobic attack going on in South Africa. After then, they couldn't do anything categorically to rescue these people. Allen Onyema sent some jets there or plane down there to carry people who are ready to come back to Nigeria for free. Actually, I think the Nigerian government also helped along as well. But I think this airline Onyema actually made the first move. The Nigerian government also they they followed up. When these people arrived, the Nigerian government or the APC Buhari led government, they gave these people money, they gave them data, they gave them some sort of things, some sort of relief materials, money. They give them data. They give them some. I think they give some residents. I don't know. But the point is, they did all those things so as to compete with this man socially, so that they don't look incompetent and they don't look like they are unconcerned about the people, of which they are actually unconcerned about the people. And a lot of people started giving a lot of kudos to this guy instead of the government, and people realized that the government don't actually care about the people. So I think the APC government are seeing this guy as maybe he's trying to engage in politics, or he's trying to expose the irresponsiveness of government and irresponsibility of or um or the irresponsible side of the APC government and the Buhari led administration. So they are trying to witch hunt him and bring him down. The reason why I'm saying this is this: a lot of Nigerians don't know what is going on, and you people have to know what is going on before you can take the right action. I see Nigerians going on protest for the wrong reasons. That was the same thing that happened during Jonathan's time. That was what happened during Jonathan's time, right? We treated Jonathan like shit for the wrong reasons, right? There's nothing bad in voting out a president. There's nothing bad in that. But we're chanting the president and trying to malign him, destroy him socially, and abuse, mess him up, trying to show that he is corrupt through any means, even through the methods that are actually detrimental to our own interests and our own lives as well at times. That shit used to happen. Mhm. But I think people need to realize that and make amendment, because Nigerians need to know what is going on. They need to be intelligent to know what is going on and not go with the literal meaning of things or what the news has said or what the government is putting out. They should be able to read between the lines. This Alain Onyema, either he has done any money laundering thing or not, I don't know. But the arrest by the US government is being instigated and excited and activated and motivated politically by the APC and Buhari led administration and government. I'm sure of that. They think he has a presidential ambition or he have a political ambition. No matter what, anybody can have a political ambition. But the way they are running this government, there's nothing we can do about that. We put ourselves in this mess. Let's say Nigerians put themselves in this mess because I didn't have. Yeah, I'm also in the mess, right? But I didn't have I don't have any hand in putting us in the mess. Hmm? The only thing we have to do now is to enlighten ourselves, and while we know what is going on, the true meaning of the things we actually see as normal things were actually terrible things, and the things we see as big deals but are not actually big deals. So we know what is actually going on around us, and we don't start using paracetamol for gonorrhea and start using you know flagyl for HIV. Hmm? So that's it. That's why I'm making this video. This Alain Onyema guy, the government should free him and channel their energy to something else. Hmm? You channel their energy to something else. There is a lot of things to be done by Buhari now. They were asking Madam Remi Tinubu, Senator Remi Tinubu, what has Buhari's government has done or has achieved. Or she was talking about what Buhari's government has achieved. He was talking about Buhari has solved fuel scarcity. Fuel scarcity. Lọ́dún mẹ́fà àbí lọ́dún márùn-ún. Fuel scarcity nìkan. Apart from that, yeah, apart from fuel scarcity, what else? It shut down the border. This one. I say that Senator Remi Tinubu's conscience should be declared wanted by the Nigerian police. Our conscience is lost. And she lost her conscience. She has to report to the police. She has to report it lost to the police people, right? So that's it. That's it. That's this was the fuel scarcity that the aggregate of the times that we used to experience fuel scarcity in a year is let's say the aggregate of all the days that we used to experience fuel scarcity in a year. Let's say a month, not even up to a month, not even up to 30 days a month. Let's say a month, let's say 3 weeks or a year, let's say totally a month. So you want to use the problem of a month, you solve the problem of a month where we have more than 50 problems that Nigerians are facing every day. The bad roads, the hike in fuel price, the hike in the cost of everything, the cost of food, inflation everywhere, security, education, APC governors not paying salaries of higher institutions, and you, the president, can't even influence them to do that, even though they own their states and they are in control of their states. They don't own the states, but they are in control of the states and they can make whatever decisions they can while they are in power. But the point is, you as their president in the same party should be able to influence them to do things right at times. Hmm? You are sitting in London. A lot of students were going on strike for 9 years, for 9 months. You couldn't do it. You see, I don't even want to go into all those things. Those things used to give me a headache. So that is it though. They should leave onyema alone. Or they should leave that APC boss alone, guy alone. They should leave him. I mean, they run in business. You carry your own money. You stole your own money. You carry and go Switzerland. You carry and go London. You stole even. It's still American money. You carry and come Nigeria. They do business. Employ Nigerians. So, well, I don't expect anything else from you though. I don't expect anything else from you. I don't expect anything else from you. I don't expect anything else from you. I don't expect it. Okay. This is the party or the political caucus or a political group who said the president doesn't need the president aspirant or even the sitting president doesn't need any educational qualification to be the president or to contest as to contest in the race of becoming the president of Nigeria or the president of the country. So if someone can say something stupid like that, just like Naila Mohammed said, we shouldn't expect something less. We shouldn't expect something less. All right, no problem. So that's all I've got to say about the guy. The government should free the guy.